Today, I want to welcome you back to Hearing Post. I want to talk about Hillary Clinton and the establishment and the silent coup of America. When you look at this past election between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, you will find out that Hillary Clinton, combined with the establishment, basically ran Bernie Sanders off the map as though he was a corrupt politician. If you look at what Hillary Clinton said about Bernie Sanders during this whole race and the establishment working with Hillary, calling Bernie a sexist, a racist, and how the media co opted the Hillary Clinton campaign, which is not supposed to happen. Hillary Clinton needed the arm of the media, the so called liberal media, to help her get over the finish line. But that's not the key. The key is watching the media watch the Clinton campaign and the Democrat Party run one of the most corrupt campaigns I have ever seen in my life. If you look around the country of the election fraud that went on, starting from Iowa, Massachusetts, Arizona, Nevada, and really what kicked it off is if you take a real look at what happened in California, the corruption by the Democratic Party, by countless number of people. If you can go back and you can go to people like the same progressive H.A. Goodman. Many of people on the internet have shown you the corruption of the Democrat Party and Hillary Clinton in the media. The corporate media establishment let this go by without saying a word. This shows you how powerful the establishment is. They don't want Bernie Sanders nowhere near the Oval Office because Bernie Sanders will expose them all for the crooks that they really are. And to see this happen, see, I don't want to hear the Democrat Party in the next few months trying to say that the Republican Party is trying to commit election fraud or trying to suppress the vote because the Democrat Party did it to Bernie Sanders with the help of the media. If the Republican Party did this, you would be seeing CNN, MSNBC, ABC, NBC, CBS, 60 Minutes running exposés on how the Republican Party committed election fraud and suppressed the votes. But no, man, the corporate elite in this country, combined with the Democratic Party establishment, you really don't know how bad they want to install Hillary Clinton into office. This woman, if you cannot see as a Bernie Sanders supporter how corrupt this woman is, I don't see how you can wake up in the morning and being blackmailed and hoodwinked by the corporate media establishment to get out there and vote for this woman because you see the boogeyman looking at you. His name is Donald Trump. The crimes committed against Bernie Sanders are the type of crimes people should be arrested for. The things that was written in the Washington Post for the last 3 months about Bernie Sanders, the Bernie Bros, and all these lies on the Daily Beast and the Huffington Post. These are supposed to be progressive newspapers or progressive online outfits. And they treat Bernie Sanders as though he was a right wing Republican trying to overthrow the Republic. But what they what we have to understand is they are invested in the corporate media establishment. And to put someone like Bernie Sanders in here who will expose them all, who will say, hey, you can't do this anymore. But no, as you see, so-called progressive media, they turned their back on Bernie Sanders. And look at all the so-called progressives in Congress that you so-called progressives. Elizabeth Warren, the Congressional Black Caucus, the Latino Caucus. How many of them did you see come out and support Bernie Sanders and say, Bernie, we gonna take you over the finish line? No. You just don't know how powerful the establishment has its clutches on the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is gone. It's gone. The corporate media owns the Democrat Party. Big pharma, the corporate banks, everybody owns the Democrat Party right now. And there's no way we should vote for a party that doesn't represent our values and beliefs because Donald Trump is in the room. I'm more fearful of Hillary Clinton because I know her history. If you know someone's history, man, if you know someone's history, there's no way I could support her. There's no way any Bernie Sanders supporter should support her because Donald Trump says things that we don't like. I have seen the things that Hillary Clinton has done. She's almost a neocon, man. You might as well say, hey, she can hang out with Bill Kristol, people at the Weekly Standard, Heritage Foundation. You know she's a neocon. But you a Bernie Sanders supporter, you're going to vote for her. You know she's for the big banks on Wall Street. You know she's for Goldman, JP, Deutsche Bank, but you're going to go vote for her. You know she's for the prison industrial complex, putting as many people in prison, but you're going to vote for her. That's what the establishment is trying to tell you. But like I told you, they had to develop a boogeyman to get you to go out and vote for Hillary Clinton, and they got Donald Trump. Don't be fooled. This is a silent coup of America. We know that to install this woman in office, they did a lot to try and stop Bernie Sanders. They pulled every trick in the book with the media, the Bernie bros, saying Bernie is sexist, trying to say Bernie is racist. They did everything possible to stop the Bernie Sanders movement. And I'm going to tell you now, like I told you earlier, if you vote for Hillary Clinton, you destroying your movement. And it doesn't have anything to do with the boogeyman Donald Trump. It has to do with your principles and values. And it's sad to say that the Democrat Party no longer represents the people. It represents the establishment and its corporate interests. And it's sad to see that Barack Obama and Elizabeth Warren has been co-opted into the establishment because the establishment can promise you everything: money, power, and a seat at the table. Well, who's looking out for the working man and woman? The only person is Bernie Sanders. I wish that Bernie would run independent or somehow get together with Jill Stein on the Green Party and run as an independent. He doesn't owe the Democrat Party nothing. They proved to him. They ran around saying he wasn't a Democrat. What does Bernie Sanders have to owe them? I want to thank you very much for listening to Hearing Post. I hope you subscribe to Hearing Post. Hope you share this video. Thank you very much.